Hello everyone. This is the second video in the case study round for product managers where we are discussing about a case study that about an organization called Solana and how ServiceNow helps revamp the entire status of Solana. So we'll go through a quick recap we have already discussed before. So this particular is the case study that has been given. Okay. And we have get started this case study where we had asked some clarification questions to the hiring manager and we got the replies from them. The reply has been highlighted in yellow. Okay, so before starting any, let's get started, let's move further. So before starting to your solution, you need to lay down certain assumptions, because see, the thing is, if you look at the case study, it is just barely two or three small paragraphs that has been written, and there can be multiple kind of solutions which are possible, or multiple interpretations are possible. So what you need to do is you need to lay down your own assumptions. So by laying down your own assumptions, it gives you a clarity, it makes your solution more focused, and it also shows that how much attention to details you have. So the assumptions for this particular case study is we will be focusing on B2B customer pool, as I have already said in the first video as well, which are the builders and the contractors for Solana, as the revenue generated from B2B is much more than the individual buyers. Also, we can form a relationship with builders and contractors for customer retention and avoiding customer churn. Solana's IT team is not keen on developing or enhancing their own legacy product, but they are in search of a cutting edge solution which can turn around to be single solution to all their pain points. So like why this particular assumption has been made is because if you see over here, they have a legacy system. So the first question that the interviewer can ask you, that why they want to include service now into the picture. Why can't the R&D department of Solana, which is already 45-year-old, can revamp their own system? So here we are making an assumption that they are not at all interested into it, but they want to hire a different technology or a different vendor for this particular purpose. Solana has already completed the sales cycle with ServiceNow and signed a SOW for 1 year so that they can engage their platform and ServiceNow agents in the after scenario. Now, why this is important is because in this particular case, we are going to introduce a new organization. But if you as a product manager, you know that that doesn't happen with a flick of a second. Okay, you need to go through the entire sales cycle if we want to get associated with a different organization or a third party tool or a different organization. So here we are saying that all those things are taken care in the backend. ServiceNow has a large suite of solution and products. In this solution, I'm using only one product to focus on its detail and not dilute the findings, which makes sense because this particular case study can be solved using multiple solutions, multiple technologies, or multiple ways. Here, I will be focusing on only one of the things which we will be seeing eventually as we progress through the presentation. All the relevant historical data will be migrated by the engineering team into new ServiceNow platform once the implementation initiates. This is very important because it is an old organization. This is 45-year-old organization. What happens to the historical data? We need to make an assumption that all the data will be migrated eventually. The given solution is more customer centric solution, as Solana's reactive goal is to reposition itself into global leader. So this particular assumption is very important because the strategies that you will be making is, you don't want to dilute the strategies. So you can make an employee centric strategy, you can make a IT centric strategy, or you can make a customer centric strategy. So here we are trying to make more customer centric strategy because they want to reposition themselves as the market leader. And in order to reposition themselves as a market leader, what they want is a good customer base. They want happy customers, particularly they want a good customer satisfaction score and a good NPS score as well, net promoter score. The finance data is fictional for reference purpose only. So in this particular presentation, we have used certain financial numbers, which is very important, but those are fictional numbers. Okay. Solana style retail showroom are for display purpose only, where customer can select the tiles and eventually place orders, which will be shipped at their location. So now how this particular retail industry for tiles showroom work. Okay, So there they will be having thousands and thousands and thousands of varieties of tiles, but storing each and every variety of tile at a specific number is not at all possible in the warehouse. So what exactly they do is they will be having a sample of tiles, okay, and a customer, either a B2B customer or a B2C customer, whenever they want to actually select a particular style for their site, they will be going to the they will be reaching out to Solana, and they will be placing a order that, okay, boss, I want to create a building, or I want to build a building, and in this particular building, I will be needing some X number of tiles. Okay, and this is the variety of tiles which will be having a certain code. Okay, is that something what I like? So what Solana will do is they will get in touch with their suppliers, and they will ask those suppliers to manufacture that numbers of tiles, and accordingly that tiles will be shipped to the distributors, or to the builders particularly. Now we want to create this particular solution in form of a story, and for the story purpose the demo starts in January 2021 and it ends in December 2021. Okay, so let's look at the demo scenario. The demo scenario is Solana is one of the leading independent importers and distributors of porcelain, tile, and stone in the United States. They have online store, they have distribution centers, and they have in-house trucking operation. So what exactly is happening is, now this is completely a fictional story that we have to create in where which will be intervene into the solution, where say a CEO of the company Solana called April, okay, takes the helm of Solana as the new CEO in January 2021. And when she takes over this particular organization, she discovers that the number of orders per month is decreasing. Okay, the customer satisfaction score and net promoter score is not at all good. They have unorganized inventory planning, and they are not so popular among modern constructors and builder. So what exactly she does is she get in touch with the CIO, which is the chief information officer, Rupesh, who is a data driven decision maker. And the entire solution shows that how this particular demo illustrates how Rupesh and his team leverage ServiceNow to transform his KPIs. The demo shows how they build an end-to-end ServiceNow project focusing on role-centric order management experiences, and we will also see the improved KPI finally, which lead to repositioning Solana as the market leader. So let's meet the personas or the main players of this entire story. We have already got acquainted with April, who is the CEO of the organization, who wants to improve all the KPIs, and she has seen the problem areas. We have also seen Rupesh, who will actually be interacting with the ServiceNow folks, but there are other stakeholders as well. The first stakeholder over here is Daniel, who is a contractor who is 41-year-old and he is living in Chicago, and he's a civil engineer. Now, Daniel is a building contractor who has an overall experience of 15 plus years uh, 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 producing buildings in Chicago, and he has many mid to large scale products going on. He believes quality of material makes a strong building. He is looking for a supplier of tiles and stones for his projects where he can get the guarantee of impeccable quality, and he doesn't have to do a lot of follow ups in the entire sales circle. His motivation or the needs are the good quality, competitive pricing, good turnaround time, less spoilage, ease of communication and timely delivery, and availability of customer supports. The things that actually frustrates him is unavailability of stock and complex administrative features. So from the goal perspective, what we are trying to see over here for Daniel is we will be trying to create a seamless supply chain process over here. We will be increasing the customer satisfaction score for Daniel, so that we can get repetitive business for from him, because see, he's a contractor, so he will be building multiple buildings. Okay, so we want to itch ourselves into Daniel's mind, so that ultimately whenever he wants to buy tiles, Solana will be his one-stop solution where he will be reaching out to, minimizing the turnaround time to easy availability of the SKUs. So this was the problem also, which was mentioned in the problem area because of the legacy system, and increasing the NPS score of Daniel so that he recommends Solana to other fellow contractors as well. Now, the second persona over here is Chang, who is a young builder from New York who has done architecture, and he is 9 by 10 tech savvy. Now, Chang is a young builder who has taken over his father's firm recently and who plans and supervises major construction projects on home and other buildings. They can plan sites for new custom homes, manage large scale renovation for existing buildings, oversee demolitions, and complete property excavations. He is involved with all the aspects of constructing a building, from coordinating subcontractor to doing hands on construction themselves. His motivation and needs are ordering and distributing quality supplies, customer safety, construction safety, good feedback from client, site completion on time, providing a cost-effective solution. His frustrations are unavailability of stocks, complex administrative features. Now, Chang is a person who has taken over his father's firm, and his father might be get associating with some XYZ contractor or a supplier for getting his tiles and cements, etc., etc. But here he wants to add some modernization in the entire process. He wants to reduce the number of middlemen in the entire process. Okay, so that's what his goal is. He wants to modernize his firm's traditional method of building and bring technology and more automation in the entire process. He wants to create a niche in real estate sector by providing luxury in every aspect. And he also wants to form long-term relationship with all his suppliers. The next persona is Shri, who is 27 years old, and she is a ServiceNow team manager who is working in Hyderabad. She is a computer science engineer. So Shri is a IT manager who is working with a team of developers and agents who are specialized in ServiceNow implementation in an organization. She, along with her team, are hardworking and have detailed knowledge about ServiceNow products and development. She deeply cares about customer satisfaction and seamless rhythm of business. Her team has been onboarded by CIO Rupesh for upgrading the IT infrastructures. Her motivation and needs are her team is a high performing team. She, along with her team, wants to break monotony and accept challenges. Team is not very keen on manual repetitive work but believe in constant innovation. She is very much eager to learn and implement generative AI. So she wants to uh, uh, expand her horizon of technical know-how, and she wants to include AI as well in the entire process. Her frustration is most of the time the client is not very eager to adapt new solution even though it has multiple benefits. So the goal here is to learn and implement the latest developments in ServiceNow platform, design a solution for clients which will help them mitigate the existing problems such as disparate data sources, drop in revenue, large sales cycle, and decreasing CSAT NPS. And is she is very much interested in AI and machine learning. The another persona over here is Sophie, who is a customer support agent, and she is living in San Jose, and she has a bachelor of computers. And she is onboarded in Solana as a ServiceNow agent to handle customer requests and manage the suppliers using ServiceNow platform. She is one of the multiple agents working worldwide to cater to customer all over the world. Her motivation is she is proficient with ServiceNow capabilities and she wants to make sure everyone's from Solana is utilizing it and not stuck on legacy system. She wants to have a good work-life balance as a customer support agent, and she wants a single solution framework for all the pain points of the legacy system. So she doesn't want to she wants to form a relationship with the client in a way where she will be able to understand the problems in a very proactive manner basically, and she doesn't want to get into the reactive phase where the client will be reaching out to her and she will be searching out that what exactly she needs to do at that particular point. So that's for that exact she needs to have an organized system for that particular purpose, and that is one of her frustration that she is not having an organized solution. and she is having lack of automation in frequent queries by customer is her main frustration. So what exactly is our goal over here is for Sophie is to build loyalty and long lasting customer relationship, to be able to easily transit between one customer to others in a seamless manner and have complete picture of the customer's portfolio, and should have a proactive approach toward the customer. Let's meet the next persona. His name is Anwar. He is a supplier manager. He is located at Morbi, Gujarat. Okay, so Anwar is a manager in a big manufacturing unit of porcelain tile in Gujarat, and he exports the tile to many renowned organizations across the world. He's one of the major suppliers for Solana. He is savvy enough to gauge inventory forecast from Solana and always follows up with them for order plans so that he can ship the tiles to them on time. He aims for healthy supplier distributor relationship. He likes to have an organized order plan, forecasted plan, invoice, account payable, etc. His frustrations are delayed order plan, cancellation of orders, post manufacturing. So for the suppliers, the goal is to provide a solution to raise exact order on time based on the requirement so that the inventory holding time for both the supplier and distributor can be reduced. Uh, Somehow if we are able to achieve minimum turnaround time, that will be best. Small sales cycle and minimum stockouts. Okay, now based on these particular personas that we have seen, these particular personas along with the CEO and CIO will be the major player in our entire story. Okay, now as said, there are multiple pain points from the case study that we can see across, and these for the sake of an organized solution, we have divided these particular pain points into four important heads, which are the customer pain points, the technology pain points, operating pain points, and the employee pain points. Now what are the customer pain points? Difficult and challenging ordering process. So the customers are facing it very difficult to order from Solana's a legacy system. They have an unorganized order tracking system, and they are not able to check their order status and the post order support because the legacy system doesn't give them the provision to do that. There is no provision of order amendment. For example, if some XYZ customer wants to add few more SKUs, or they want to change the shipment address, or they want to have a system to edit the existing order, but they don't have a provision for that right now as such. There is a no escalation channel in case of delays, spoilage, or cancellation. So these are the important customer pain points. From the technology pain points point of view, lack of insights, data duplication, and inconsistency. So see, when we are using a legacy system or when we are using old warehouse management system, there would be lot of data duplication that will happen, and same is the case which has been given in the study as well, that it is leading where is it exactly, yeah, it is leading to cumbersome use of multiple spreadsheets, okay, for demand planning and manual entry. So obviously it is going to lead to multiple data sheets, and data duplication is bound to happen. The existence of multiple data sources creates a pain point for timely order processing and increase the risk of errors, necessitating the use of manual process to mitigate these issues. So because of the multiple data sources, they will work a lot on data integration first rather than working on the data analysis. The operating pain point of view, there are no automation for order tasks, leading to missed SLAs and high fulfillment time. Large contact volume, as a customer lacks visibility to their order. So the players that we have seen like Daniel or Chang, if suppose they have placed an order and if they don't know that what exactly is their order status, they will be reaching out to Sophia multiple times, right, which will lead to a large contact volumes. And it will lead to a lack of visibility in terms of the entire sales cycle. From the employee pain point, agents' inability to respond, provide live details due to lack of visibility into order line details, no interface dashboard for tracking all the KPIs, inventory cost and low CSAT and NPS, multiple siloed system leading to poor inventory planning. So these are the major pain points that we can see across from the case study over here. Now, to give a glimpse of how this particular legacy system of Solana works, I wanted to show a small pictorial representation where they are actually collecting the ASN data. Whatever data is getting collected, it is going to a separate spreadsheet. They are going to receive the goods, which is the data will be going to separate spreadsheet. The good will get inspected, again a new spreadsheet. The goods will be sorted, stored, a delivery order will be placed, they will be picked, packed, they will be inspected again, and they will be shipped back again. And for all these things, they will be having separate spreadsheet, which will be leading to multiple data silos, and it will lead to lots and lots and lots of confusion over in this particular case. See over here is a pictorial representation of the dashboard which the CEO will be seeing. Okay. And when we see the before state of this particular dashboard, she sees that the revenue is decreasing. The customer retention is very low, which is 21%. The average sale length cycle is very, very high, which is 102 days. The customer churn, like the number of customers leaving Solana, is very high, 54%. The net promoter score is very low, which is 3. Order per month is very, very low. Order cycle time is around 18 days, and stock to sale ratio is around 0.73, which is quite high. So what exactly she does is it raises an alarm, particularly like what exactly needs to be done to mitigate this particular solution. And voila, ServiceNow comes into the picture. ServiceNow comes, and here CEO or CIO Rupesh onboard ServiceNow's team Shree's, which is the Shree's team for implementation of a solution which will bring them back from this particular pain points that we have already seen. Now, the ServiceNow implementation methodology can be actually summarized into multiple step process. Okay, first they will initiate when where they will understand the customer, they will begin the preparation work, staff the delivery team, have a formal engagement kickoff. Then they will examine the entire existing system, where they will be conducting workshop to understand the process and the platform needs. They will be planning it across, where they will be finalizing the engagement timeline. They will be refining the configuration requirements. They will be creating stories, where they will be creating priorities in terms which will be calling as the product backlog. They will run agile scrum cycle to create business objectives and value through rapid configuration and transparent reporting. And finally, they will be transitioning by doing UAT testing, training the customer support, readiness, go live, and the post go live support. Now, this ServiceNow implementation can be defined into four-level plan, because what we are looking forward is a long-term communication and a long-term business with for Solana and ServiceNow, and not just a reactive approach. So this particular approach will be going from a reactive approach to the preventive approach, to service evolution, to IT business unity. Where in the reactive approach, what are they going to do is they are going to fix the existing pain points that they have seen, where quick and vital order management for mitigating the existing pain points. In the preventive point of view, what they will try to do is they will have bigger IT cost reduction due to failure prevention. They will do more with IT by improving and extending IT services to increase customer base and better CSAT and NPS. And finally, they will be merging IT and corporate strategies to bring more values to business. So it is a long-term relationship between ServiceNow and Solana that we are looking forward for, which can be defined into a four-layered process: L1, L2, L3, and L4. But in this particular solution, we will be focusing on only L1, where we will be talking about the reactive approach, where they will be fixing the existing problems and mitigating the customer and other pain points that we have already seen across. So what exactly the team does, they get into the system as per the implementation plans. They get into uh, the army mode, the war zone mode, and they lay down the product backlogs. Now, these particular product backlogs can be seen in forms of user stories. So these are the user stories along with the priorities, as you can see. As a Solana customer, I want to see my entire order life cycle, past orders and order status. As a Solana's employee data from multiple sources should be consolidated along with third party data and historical data. As a Solana's employee, I should be able to plan inventory better based on available stock, upcoming order, forecasted orders. As a Solana's customers, I can edit my recent order and update my details. As a Solana's customer, I can escalate my order delays and get acknowledgements. As a Solana service agent, I can see high priority cases, SLA breach, case not updated, case task, and unassigned task. So, all these things, which are from the customer point of view, from the employee point of view, and from the service agent point of view, and they put in the P0 priority list. Now, in the P1 priority list, they put things such as a Solana's employee, I have automated response and knowledge base for frequently recurring tasks. So this is about the reactive things that we were talking about. As a Solana's customer, I want regular price update, catalogs, offers, and newsletters. As a customer service agent, I can quantify important KPI. So these are the one which will be of P1 priority, and the futuristic things which will be P2 will be as a Solana service agent. I can summarize the case information. So here what they want to do is they want to bring natural language processing and generative AI and generate the case resolution notes and summarize the chat for an interaction. As a Solana service agent, I can understand the chat and case context so that I can propose quicker resolution to the customer. So now what we are trying to do over here is we are trying to give a holistic approach where we are not only mitigating the problems, but we are seeing from the futuristic scope as well. Because if you see the expected output, they want to see that how do ServiceNow technology to turn around the scenario, and what do winning prospect look like for ServiceNow. So here we need to imply that the winning prospect not just goes around with the existing technology, but with the onset of AI and machine learning and other important things, they are able to progress well so that the relationship is growing. Okay, in terms of so here comes the first solution, which is ServiceNow's order management capability. The main goal of the ServiceNow order management capability is to turn orders into revenue quickly while improving the customer experience. By the way, this particular solution or this particular capability of ServiceNow is available in ServiceNow's white papers. So I have also put references over here. Okay. So what is it? To create an effortless experience across the order life cycle and by connecting people, system, and workflows on one platform. So what does this order management capability actually offers for ServiceNow? It creates product bundles and attributes. So what exactly it does is for Solana, they will be like having multiple tiles and multiple products, etc. So all those things will be bundled up together, and they will be able to create catalogs out of it with multiple attributes and things which will be available in one single place. By the way, which was one of the pain point that we have already mentioned. Product detail pages, more and more details about those particular products of Solana will be given. This particular solution will be self-service, so that even if a customer, if who wants to track the order or to edit the order or to do anything particularly, will be able to do it by himself or herself. Okay, and then doesn't have to rely on some XYZ agent for that particular matter. Agent order capture, where agent will be able to take the historical data as well of Solana and will be able to give better solution. Creating a product catalog, order capture API, and generating price list. All these order management capabilities, when used with the ServiceNow platform for around 4 to 6 months, okay, when they are implemented along with Solana system, the result that we are seeing, or the solution that we are seeing from Solana's point of view, is we are getting a single system solution for complete life cycle of order lives management. All the products of Solana are listed in a detailed manner with images, specification, characteristics, and options. So by the way guys, what we are trying to do is, here we are trying to show, give the results in the star format, where situation we have already mentioned. Okay, and here we are trying to show the impact of giving a the task that we have already done before. Okay, all the products of Solana are listed in a detailed manner with images, specification, characteristics, and options. Customer can submit order forms, view details, and check customer status anytime. Agent can capture, monitor, and fulfill order and requests as they gain full visibility to order lifecycle. Order from third-party system can be imported and modified in ServiceNow. Agent can keep a track of high priority cases, like SLA breach, cases not updated, case task, and unassigned cases, etc. Customer have access to engagement messenger to resolve their issues quickly or to request any updates on order, and have an easy implementation and onboarding process. Now, we try to show a use case in this particular situation where Chang, the person we have already introduced in the persona, he wants to add 1,000 more SKUs and update the shipping address. So what exactly, how this particular process is going to start? Now, what exactly we are trying to achieve over here is, we are trying to show a chart or diagram to showcase the solution. Okay. So here we are having the customer field, the customer support agent field, and the technical support field, where a customer Chang wants to add 1,000 more SKUs and change his shipping address. So what he does, he visits the order drills, or this ServiceNow order management portal, and he drills down into Solana's order view and order details status, and he requests for an update. So the customer support agent logs into Solana workspace, and she drills down to Chang's customer profile and validates the profile. Okay. And she assigns case request and approval, verifying the order to be added and address to be edited. So as customer Chang has already said that he wants to add 1,000 more SKUs, and he wants to change the shipping address as well. Now this change that the customer support agent has done, it needs to be verified from customer, because there should not be any iota of difficulty or any iota of issue that should have happened. So what she will do is, she will be taking approval from Chang, and Chang will be providing the approval, and the change will be created, and accordingly deliver change of address and SKUs will be done, which will then the customer support agent will review the completed task. They will propose a solution. Chang will review the solution, and as the decisions tree, if all those things are good, the case will be closed and everything will stop. If suppose there is a slight change in the address, and if there is a human error or some kind of an error, it will go to troubleshooting of the case. They will create a new change, and they will go through the entire process till everything is good and green, and the task is done. Now this particular chart, or this particular diagram or chart, you can create through lucid chart. I have created using lucid chart. Okay, and I have taken a screenshot and copy pasted over here. I have tried to include one more solution over here, which will be ServiceNow Playbook. So the goal of this particular solution is to digitize and automate customer service process. Now what Playbook does is, with Playbook for customer service management, organization can automate complex customer service process that spans siloed teams and system. So Playbook's capability, or the capability of this playbook functionality, is to onboard new customers. So Solana will be onboarding new customers, so they can utilize playbook for that particular purpose. They can resolve the complaints. So playbook is a functionality which gives access to the cases to all the downstream teams, so that all the stream teams have complete visibility to the cases that has been launched, and they are able to work collaboratively to mitigate it, to provide a better customer solution. They can process the claims in a much faster way, and visibility of the case to all the teams. So getting into the ServiceNow platform, the solution for the Solana, or the impact that can happen for Solana, are all the new and old customers are onboarded into ServiceNow system. So that is very good thing. Solana customers get an escalation channel in case of delay of order or any other issue. So that is a another important thing which can help customer. Okay, they can easily process claim. All the downstream team have visibility to the case of customer for easy resolution. Solana can automate complex customer service process. Now, this particular use case has also been actually mapped in a pictorial format, where customer Daniel has not received his recent order. So what does Daniel do is he logs in and gets connected to agent Sophia. So with complaint playbook, Sophia is able to gather Daniel's complaint quickly, and related records are dynamically populated with each step. Playbook gives cross team visibility about the complaint. Now the supplier manager. So what exactly Sophia comes to know is, Anwar, the supplier manager, there is a delay from his end. Okay, so the supplier manager works on the complaint and understand it due to delay from supplier Anwar's side. Okay, so entire task force get in escalation mode with Anwar and make sure he is shipping the order on time. Daniel is made aware of the delay cause and expected ETA to fulfill his order, because acknowledgement to the customer is very important if they are facing any issue. And Sophia keeps on monitoring the progress of the downstream team and gives visibility to every team. And downstream team resolve the issue and order is delivered to Daniel. So this is how ServiceNow playbook for customer service management is going to help Solana particularly. So few more use cases which are possible are using the same examples, like how we have seen the previous example, that Daniel is not able to place new order as he doesn't have visibility to latest product catalog and price list. So they can use ServiceNow order management capability. Fred wants to estimate inventory. So Fred is a fictional character who is a inventory manager, and he wants to estimate inventory supply for Chicago, the distribution center of Solana. So he also can use ServiceNow order management capability. Chang has referred his business partner David, who is also a builder, to Solana's sales team. They want to onboard David for future transaction. So as we have already said that ServiceNow's playbook for CSM capability can onboard new customers. Rupesh doesn't have an integrated dashboard or a view to track BI for Solana, so they can use ServiceNow CSM. Sophia find it difficult to trace complete order cycle for customer Chang, so she can use ServiceNow order management ServiceNow order management capability, and like this, many more functionalities are possible after this implementation. Okay, so in this particular case, what we have tried to do is we have tried to cover the technical objectives with little bit of project management objective. Okay, now we will be moving towards specifically to the product management objectives in our next video, where we will be also discussing the future scope for Solana and ServiceNow's partnership that can happen. Till then, stay tuned, and please take a look at the next video. And if you have still not subscribed to my channel, I would really request to subscribe, like, comment. If you have not understood any point, I will try my best to reply to you in the chat window. Okay, thank you so much.